Hey there everyone, welcome back to the land of Indinus. So, on the last episode, we stopped Lenus, and unfortunately she got away with the Moon Dagger, but hey, at least we stopped her from taking over the throne. And now, we are going to head through, guess what? The Barrens! Again. We need to head for Donau so we can board the Queen Fury. I will say this is going to be another very story-heavy episode. Wonder if I'll be able to get another bemusing arrow. That'd actually be hilarious.
Take that, flurry of sticks!
And I will say that, thankfully, that is the last time we are going to have to pass through the Barrens for quite a while. And that right there is the Queen Fury. You know, to be fair, Congal, I mean, there's a lot of things that are bigger than you. Houses, for instance. I wonder how in the world did that order get here so fast? I mean, it's not like they have telephones or any means of long-distance communication as far as I can tell. I don't know, maybe they have messenger birds that deliver letters or something? I don't know. And yeah, once you board the Queen Fury, you're actually not going to be coming back to this part of Tiburoa for quite some time, so if you haven't collected all the Stardust up until this point, I suggest doing that now. Game? Game, are you alive? Shoot, I think my game froze. 1 second! Ah, the disc wasn't spinning. I opened and closed the case. See if that fixes it. Unfortunately, I've probably mentioned it already, but on the PS2, at least on my PS2, I've heard that on some PS2s this doesn't happen, but on my PS2, this game freezes occasionally. There's a couple boss battles where it's pretty much guaranteed to freeze up if you use dragoons for some reason. Like, for some reason, using dragoons in certain boss battles causes the game to freeze up after them, but there's a couple other points where sometimes it just like freezes between cutscenes, and I guess this is one of them. I don't know if it's ever frozen here. There's one specific place on disc 3 where it sometimes freezes, but I don't know if I've ever seen it freeze here. But yeah, it's looking like we're kind of dead, so I'll reload my save and meet you all at the ship. Yeah, like the game totally freezing before. Glad it worked this time. By the way, I forgot to mention, you know what made the Lenus fight even worse for me on my first playthrough? Not only was I using Dart, Albert, and Kongol, I actually thought I couldn't leave the castle. And I didn't have very many items. Like, I think I had, like, maybe 2 or 3 healing breezes. I don't even know. Like, I had barely enough to survive the fight. I didn't beat her like that, though, I don't think, because I do remember that eventually I figured out that I could leave the castle, but I think for, like, at least a week, maybe even more, like, I was fighting her over and over and over, thinking that I couldn't leave. I think I was probably just thinking this because the guard was, like, standing, you know, in the way, and... You know, I guess I just, like, never thought to, like, walk past him or talk to him. I don't know. Look, young me wasn't always the brightest. We've established this. Anyway, also, yeah, I remember what piece of equipment I had on Dart. It wasn't the fake power wrist. It was the bandit's ring. So as soon as we're back in control of Dart, I'll need to equip that on him. Yeah, if you walk in front of this guy, he hits you with the broom, I guess. Anyway, there's 2 Stardust we can find on the Queen Fury. There's also something kind of interesting. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Hey, basically, though, this is just a big story segment where you can run around on the ship and talk to all your party members. You'll get in control of each one of them, and you basically need to take each character to another character. But there is something that I want to check with each of the characters. Also, the other Stardust is right here. Yes, we've heard of the Phantom Ship. Ah, we ain't worried about it. Also, there's something interesting in here. Well, it not really, I guess it's not that interesting, but there's actually like there's a food chopping mini game you can play here. You get absolutely nothing for it, but I'll show it off just to show it. Well, yeah, that's pretty smart of you. Actually, I don't remember. You might have gotten a little bit of gold for beating this. I'm not sure though. I don't think you get anything though. Shouldn't be chopping. Basically, what it boils down to is it takes him longer to put the food up there if you're, you know, like if you're constantly mashing the X button. Also, you can tell this is kind of an RNG thing, too. Like, so there's some skill involved, but if your opponent gets, like, a whole bunch of things that are really quick and easy to chop up, then, you know, they probably end up winning. It's looking like I might win here, though. I'm definitely gonna win. I guess we'll see whether we get anything or not. Okay, 41 pieces, that ain't too bad. We have much more important things to do. Like... Oh. Oh, you get 1 gold. Fantastic. Yes, we have other important things to do, like raid the kitchen! Just kidding. Now, there's something kind of peculiar about this ship. Specifically, it's in this room right here. There's an open locker here, and if you investigate the locker, your characters have strange reactions. Each character has a unique reaction to it. It's anyone's guess what's in there. There's a lot of theories and a lot of guesses. My guess is it's probably something very inappropriate. Probably dirty magazines or something like that. If they even have magazines in Indonus. Mile Sisu! I can't believe I used to say that. What? Oh. Well, it looks like it goes over here, Shauna. There's absolutely no point at all coming over here, by the way. I'm just running around just to show off the rooms and talk to people, because that's what I do in RPGs. Hey, dude, get out of my way, please. Really? Thank you. like it's evening right now than anything. Well, I'd hope not. Because I heard there is a sea dragon around these parts. Yeah, hold on a minute. I forget if I talked to those guys in the coal room. I know I talked to Congal. A Lenus. Okay, I'm glad I came here now. They call her A Lenus. Well, I know that I know that when you're referring to a person, like sometimes you can call them A followed by their name. You're like, well, usually if you're like talking to a person about someone else, it's like the person you're referring to could have A before their name. But I think these guys think that it's like a creature called a Lenus or something. That's the impression that I get. Yeah, I forgot to talk to Albert here, too. So where Dart actually is he's up near the top of the ship. He's at the bridge. I've never been seasick, because I've never really been on a boat. Although, I imagine it's not very pleasant at all. Because I know what nausea is like, and nausea is one of the worst feelings in the world. Wherever the train takes us, I guess. Or in this case, a ship. Maybe. But before we go talk to her, let's correct my mistake here. There. Alright. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot I was gonna go check the... You know, I'm just going to cut to and from that. Save a little bit of time. I'm sure you don't, Dart. Now we get to control Rose. If I remember right, I think Rose has to talk to Haschel. Also, whoops, I forgot to talk to that guy. Alright then. I was wondering if talking to them may have given like a little bit of foreshadowing to something, but not really. Flashback time. Oh shoot, I just realized I forgot to check the closet as Rose. Oh well. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I don't know, I think Rose... I think she was just like... I think she just... I don't think she even says anything. Like, if I remember right, I think Rose just says, like, ... Either that or she says, how silly, or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but... She's generally unamused by it, from what I remember. And we just saw what happened between Haschel and Claire. I don't know why, but that line was always memorable to me. Oh boy. I'll tell you all what. I'll actually, after I finish this episode, I'm gonna go there. I'll load my other, like, after I save after I save my game, I'll load the other file and I'll go there and redo that part. Just up to where you control Rose, just to see what she says. Because I'm really, really curious. Like, I'm actually wondering what she says. It's really bugging me now. I wonder if Kongol thinks that Albert is the king of all humans. It seemed like he thinks he is, but at the same time, it might just be his way of speech. Not sure what Kongol thinks of it. Time to go talk to Maru. Yeah, you got him pretty good. Probably something a king shouldn't be looking at, right, Albert? Actually, I think I'm gonna go save right now and end this episode here. And then afterwards, on the next episode, we are going to go talk to Dart. And then, who knows what might happen. Hopefully we won't run into this rumored phantom ship. I thought so.